studio in Newport Beach, California. Welcome to another edition of the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show. Sometimes scattered, but always edgy. We're an authentic take on sports talk. Rated R. Chab Dog brings you Eric, the well-read, Frank, the tank, Brian from Sports Rock, and special guests. We're here to talk sports. We're here to rant and vent. We're here to take it up another notch. Now here's your host, Chab Dog.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chab Dog Sports Talk. We're brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional business needs. And we also do estate planning. Check our new ads out on Chabner Law's Facebook page. And by Chab Dog Sports Blog for your head of your sports headlines and biting sports commentary. All right, we're into September. This is the Black September show. We're going to have a lot of great clips. Sanford and Son. Jefferson's,
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights, yeah, we got a full stack of choice.
Head of state.
Yeah, I like this video you got on here. What is this, a raccoon?
Yeah, there's no sports, so I got some nature show.
Okay, that was
Mama
not,
and
that
baby
was
raccoons.
That was not planned. The Black September. That is great. I love watching this.
What? It's a raccoon, mother raccoon cleaning its pup.
Yeah, that's really cute.
All right.
Isn't it cute?
Well, yeah, it is actually.
She's grabbing them all and she's putting them in a better spot, and she's okay. Well, that's not the point of this show. We're going to talk.
I didn't realize you're so tender here.
I know. I got all
sensitive
touched
this morning.
My wife took that picture of Bingo last night, and it really warmed my heart.
Yeah. Okay.
So I went on a run, and he was waiting for me.
Nice.
Yeah. So. Got a lot of sports to talk about today on Chab Dog Sports Talk, and we got our first caller, Frank Fleming, back from a 1 week hiatus. How are you, Frank?
Fleming, join us from Jersey.
Frank Fleming, come on down.
I'm doing all right, I guess. Last week was an adventure with the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, us too. But you apparently had problems yourself, didn't you?
Well, I was just calling in. I had to do something last week. I had to do I did the hot mic of the Mets disaster in Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, that was
was
that the game that the Mets lost 8-7?
Yes.
Yep. And they were up like 7-2 in the ninth or the seventh.
You've been really put through the ringer the last few weeks. We saw that clip with the Mets where they let the guy steal second, third, and home. Did you see that?
Yeah. Did you hear the Mets manager said?
What?
What now?
We've come a long, long way together. But you got to praise your team. And we will.
You better praise you like I should. He's getting all defensive.
Hey, but the Mets won yesterday. You beat Philly. And who's that pitcher who got thrown out, who got ejected for arguing?
Pitcher, no pitcher.
Oh, it was a Phillies player, though.
Bryce Harper got ejected.
Who's that?
Bryce Harper got ejected
Bryce Harper.
for arguing a fair foul call.
Okay. Yeah, you should have seen it. I saw the tape on that. It was really funny.
Well, tell me about it.
Oh, he's really heated. Like he was going.
He can get hot.
He sure did.
But was he so he's arguing with the umpire about balls and strikes? Is that what you said?
No, fair or foul call.
Yeah.
He hit a ball down the line that was called foul.
Well, why don't they just replay it and get it right? Can they do that?
A play that's not reviewable.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yeah, he went nuts though. Like, what do you think was it? I didn't see other than that. What could have got him berserk? You have any take on that?
I don't know. And then he also made a misplay in the outfield where one of his teams got on him.
Yeah, that's probably it.
He's under a lot of pressure. He's making so much money.
Yeah.
He's got to always prove his worth.
So it looks like...
There was a that was there was a play that was got runner on third for the Mets. The ball was popped up. He didn't come in to get it. The second baseman had to go back and make the catch. And because the second baseman made the catch backing up, the runner was able to score from third base.
Yeah. That's a very Metsian play. I got to commend him for that.
Yeah. The Mets turned the tables.
Even Diaz couldn't lose that game for you.
They had to lose Diaz.
Mm-hmm. So, Tank, it looks like Cohen, Steve Cohen's going to officially be the new owner soon. Is that almost official yet?
It looks like that might be the case.
And what's this talk that A-Rod's somehow disputing it?
I don't get A-Rod why he's doing that. I just don't.
What's there to dispute?
Exactly. What's there to dispute? It was an auction and he lost.
He didn't bid enough.
Right.
Is he claiming some kind of minority white privilege or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's white
I was
privilege.
joking.
Jeez, I never even thought of that before. Oh, well.
I'd like to see what that argument looks like.
It's going to be, you don't deserve the song. You don't deserve the song. The only thing you got to do is dig the ditch.
Dig the ditch.
See, that's the true passion of New York.
Racist.
How do you explain? How do they explain Steve Nash as for the Knicks? The Nets, I'm sorry.
Yep.
A lot of people are upset about that.
That's already.
I was talking to the man. Oh, wow, people. The NBA. And LeBron James approved.
Steve Nash, he lived in Manhattan Beach, I think. I saw him at the Manhattan Country Club one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's apparently a very.
He lived in Vancouver.
He's from Vancouver.
Yeah, I used to see him up in Vancouver. He had a health club up there.
I think he's just a really smart guy, great player, and
He's never coached before.
so
Especially,
Larry Bird did that, didn't he? Didn't they have Larry Bird as a coach?
if I'm not mistaken, Larry Bird's a white guy too, right?
Yeah.
He never coached before either. Well, you know who else never coached?
Yeah. Who?
What was his name? Fisher, and he was a disaster with the Knicks.
Fisher.
Jason Kidd.
Oh, Jason.
Jason Kidd. Yes.
After 1 year, to go to Milwaukee.
Jason
Yeah.
They
Kidd.
never coached.
Jason Kidd's black, right? Or is he half black? I don't remember.
Pass, I think.
Yeah. Well, that didn't.
Well, there.
Sometimes it doesn't go well.
Well,
but
it just doesn't matter what color you are
sometimes
if you don't have coaching experience.
Sometimes it
you're not
goes
gonna
well,
work.
though. Like, what about Tommy Heinsohn? He was a pretty good coach, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was all right.
He had some success.
Well, you have as many successes as you have failures, so it's always
Yeah.
it's always a
It's a crapshoot. You don't know what you're going to get. And it's been done in baseball too. It's not a big deal. It happens all the time.
just everyone wants to bitch now. Everyone wants to bitch about every fucking thing.
Yeah, we're in a race war, Tank. So that's why.
Well, I want to. Yeah, that's the whole point of the show is to go back to the time and place when it was not so confrontational, and we could laugh a little bit about our differences and celebrate them.
When we all just got along.
Yeah. So we got some clips this from the 70s. that pleasant time when we had the Vietnam protests and
Well, I think the Sanford and Sons after that.
yeah, San Francisco was later in 70s.
And the Italian movies from the 40s.
Yeah.
50s.
So Tank, what do you think about the NBA playoffs? Are you watching any of that?
Yeah, I've watched some of it.
I guess you're
I like
yeah.
the way the Celtics lost the other day. How about that game? And now the series is 2-2. We're on the verge of taking a 3-0 lead.
I know.
The white guy that had to dunk. The white guy had to dunk. With 0.5 seconds left. They bring in Taco Fall.
The white guy.
The white guy.
Thice. It was a great play.
Pure energy.
So they bring in Taco Fall, but they under the mistaken. I think they thought that doing that would make it impossible for these guys to do a good pass, and they left somebody wide open. Right? That guy was,
It was just a heave to the other side of the court. Caught perfectly.
Yeah.
Shot perfect. 3-point, boom, game over.
Yeah. You hardly ever see anything like that. The only thing I can remember that was kind of like that was the one that Derek Fisher made. Remember that? Against the Spurs? That might have been even less time. But Uhart barely any time with 0.5 seconds to do anything. And once you lose a game like that, you're kind of cursed. And I had a bad feeling. So I think the advantage is with the Raptors now. As much as I don't want to say it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the Heat are just doing it to the Bucks. I love it. Don't you love that? I freaking love it. I don't know why. I
put money on the fucking Bucks to win it all, and that seemed like they did.
Frankie the Mush bet on the Bucks.
Jeez,
are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, Drew was a big Bucks fan too. Drew's
a huge
drinking
Bucks
the same
fan.
Kool-Aid you
and
are.
He's not calling in because he doesn't want to deal with this. But Charles Barkley said what I say. I've been saying is that Giannis doesn't have a post game. He's got this. Basically, he's got two things. He either shoots that pseudo set shot, or he does the drive because he's so long he can usually get to the basket. But
he has been badly exposed this postseason.
Mm-hmm. And the Bucks, the Bucks don't have a lot else, so they're in a bad situation. I think we could see the Miami Heat in the finals.
Wow.
Playing who? Will they play?
Sleep on the champs. That Toronto team seems to have like a second life now.
Yeah, they're hard to kill because they do have chemistry and they won it last year. They believe in themselves. So those are dangerous things, and it's not going to be easy to kill them, but I think they will get killed in the next round. But the West is kind of weird, isn't it? Because you don't have a dominant team, and the two favorites are now looking vulnerable. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's been weird. That's for sure.
I think the Rockets have figured something out about the Lakers. I think the Lakers are kind of in a strange way soft.
Lakers lost game one against the Trailblazers and then won the next 4 easily.
Yeah, but I think the Rockets are just a better team. They got more experience. They've been there before. They've been tested, and they want it, and they're going to fight hard. Meanwhile, I'm not really sure that Anthony Davis is enough help for LeBron. I'm not sure about that. They need something more at the guard position. You know? And then the Clippers got really, came out flat last night, and I was watching that. I was pretty surprised Kawhi Leonard was that lame. He usually is good for about 20, 25 points and over 10 rebounds, and he didn't come close to that. The rest of them were not. Denver was dominating on the inside also, which is unusual. I don't know. It was weird. It's kind of like
I think the Clippers just got off to a bad start.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens in game play.
Yeah. So and then hockey.
The Islanders. Hey, how about the Islanders?
Yeah.
Tank?
The Islanders really that good?
I thought they were toast after they lost those game 5 and 6,
mm-hmm.
and then they just came out yesterday and just utterly shut down the Flyers.
Mm-hmm. It was impressive.
Yeah.
Vegas actually got fortunate that they finally put a goal past that Thatcher D'Amico.
Oh,
what
my
was
goodness.
going on with that guy?
I know. I mean, he's out of San Diego. And, young goaltender, the Canucks really didn't know what they had there. And it's one of those things, their young goaltenders can be very, schizo or bipolar. they can be really hot like he was, and he was. I mean, geez, I think the Canucks had maybe 13 shots on goal, and the Knights had 98, and he stopped 97 of them. It wasn't until third period they even got that shot. Wasn't that just incredible?
Who are you talking about? Which goaltender?
This rookie backup goalie for the Canucks, after the regular goalie got hurt, when they were up 3-1, and then in Game 5, the Golden Knights outshot the Canucks 47 to 17, and they won 2-1.
There we go.
In Game 2, they outshot the Canucks 41 to 21, and the Canucks got 3 goals and won 3-0. And in the middle of the third period of Game 7, the Golden Knights were out shooting the Canucks 37-6.
Mm-hmm. And the Canucks almost won that. Yeah, that was that guy Thatcher, wasn't his name?
Thatcher D'Amico.
Yeah, Thatcher D'Amico.
Yeah.
From San Diego. Goalie.
A hot goalie can do that.
He's actually
playoffs.
a goalie.
Sorry?
He went to Boston College.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't say he played in San Diego. I think he just grew up there. So he went to Boston College. Okay.
But yeah, for some reason he just had the touch. He was making every stop, and then finally, with about 6 minutes left, the Avalanche scored, and then the Canucks were 1 minute later decided to pull the goalie, and then that just
went to shit after that. Yeah.
And the Canucks.
The Golden Knights.
Ryan Reeves got called for knocking for that 5-minute major.
Oh yeah.
And they only got one shot on goal during the power play.
Yeah, that's very bad karma in hockey. Like if you don't on a 5-minute major, you got to score, and if you don't score, you got to get a lot of shots on goal. And if you don't do either of those, that's really bad karma.
Yeah.
That's like walking the first batter.
Mm.
It's really bad karma. Bad things usually happen after that. That's hockey karma.
Well, my prediction is that the Dallas Stars will win the Stanley Cup.
Another team came seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're good.
No way. The Stars did not beat the Vegas Golden Knights.
You don't think so?
It did.
I think they're
The Knights just have a much better goaltending. I can't see a team that's got a goalie that's got a 3.50 goals against average in the playoffs winning the Stanley Cup. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I think the Dallas Stars will have a really good lineup. I mean, they have Pavelski. I think they're better than they were last year when they took the Blues all the way to the edge.
But they just don't have enough. They just don't have the defense. They don't have the goaltending.
They beat the Avalanche. That was an accomplishment. The Avs are a good team, aren't they?
The Avs are a young team.
Mm.
And the Avs defense isn't that great. They're a little weak on defense.
Mm-hmm.
And that was fortunate too, because who was that guy? They got the rookie that got the hat trick that won that game. That was big.
Mm-hmm.
The
Chiravanta, Chiravanta got it. Joe Chiravanta.
Oh yeah.
And the Avalanche took a 4-3 lead. A 4-3 lead. 4-3 lead with about 3 minutes left. They're celebrating and jumping up and down on the bench, and Chiravanta scores 10 seconds later.
I know. They celebrated too soon, and Dallas.
That's not going to happen.
Dallas just hangs around, and I think it's the question is, we'll see, but are the Knights? I wonder if they're tough enough to get through that. And if they do, they probably the Western Conference will probably win the whole thing. Though I don't give the Islanders much of a chance, and the Lightning, I don't trust them either.
That's good. That's who's going to win it.
You like the Lightning?
Yes.
Wow. Their baseball team's
remember
doing
what
pretty
happened
good,
last
too.
year, Frank.
And how many times does the team that choked one year come back and win the next?
How many?
Oh,
That's a good
well,
question.
it happens, and obviously with
How many, Chank?
the Capitals.
It happens a lot.
Okay.
And keep in mind over the last 5 years, how good the Lightning have been.
True. Consistently good.
They,
So the breakthrough is only inevitable.
They've been to the finals 3 times. They lost to the. When did they lose to the? Was it 2015? No, they lost to Chicago in the Stanley Cup final.
in
They've
the
been to conference finals 16, 18, 20 now. They've been seasoned. They've been at that top level for about 5-6 years. They got Hedman. They got Vasilevsky in that. They're a deep team. Braden Point had a great playoff. Vasilevsky. I mean, they just dominated the Bruins. And you know how good the Bruins are.
Mm-hmm. Well, without their goalie. Well, remember, the Bruins didn't have their goalie, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they rolled over the Bruins. I don't think Tuukka Rask makes a difference in that series.
Yeah, I don't either. Their other goalie was okay. I think the Bruins were just tired. Maybe next year.
The Bruins never got going in the bubble. They never got going. The season, the playoffs killed them.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Them and the Blues, the 2 teams that went to the Stanley Cup final last year, were definitely hurt by the playoffs.
Well, the Golden Knights seem to made a recovery, though, right?
well, Golden Knights didn't go to the final
Oh,
last
that's
year.
right. They're in the semifinal. Okay.
They went the year before.
The happening. The Islanders. You know, the Islanders, if the season would have finished normally, probably would not have made the playoffs because they were hurt, they were ice cold, and they were plummeting in the standing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm so surprised, because they were gone. They weren't even going to make the
And the
playoffs.
4 months late, they got healthy. All the players that were hurt returned, and they've just come into the bubble and just clicked. They're like the Miami Heat of the NHL. Team that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Miami Heat they had a pretty good year. I mean, they were beating some teams. They were making some noise this year in the regular season. I mean, they had a pretty good.
They were the 5th seed. They were the 5th seed.
Yeah.
They weren't that.
Well, their record was they won. I don't know how many games did they win. They had enough wins that they had a pretty good record. I thought it was a pretty good record. But they got better when they got Jimmy Butler. Definitely got better.
Well, they got Jimmy Butler to start the season. He was
Yeah.
a free agent pickup.
I just seemed like after the season, it took him a while, but once the season got really, at some point things
They were
really gelled.
29 overall.
How much were they? What was their record?
44-29.
Well, that's a good record.
That's a very good record.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing. It's not like they were a schlock, a bad team. So that game is on today at 12:30, right? Or some. It's not. We're not going to be able to watch it during the show, but it is on early.
I think it's 12:30 your time, 3:30 my time.
Yeah.
Oh, so coming up in 5 minutes.
Well, 12:30 our time.
Oh, 12:30 our time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
we got 3 hours.
Yeah, we're ways off.
Yeah. So, what you want?
The Islanders were.
Oh.
The Islanders were like plummeting in the standings.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they were saved by Corona.
Well, the pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, can we say the same for the Chicago White Sox?
What about the White Sox?
Well, they are the head of the AL Central right now.
Oh.
Well,
Is that a fact?
That is a fact.
They were good. They were a team on the rise. I think the short season definitely has helped them, though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Tank mentioned that they were pretty good at the beginning of the year. He said to watch out for the White Sox. I remember that.
Okay.
And I poo-pooed that.
I
But
didn't
the
really
White
pay
Sox
much
was
attention.
like one of my surprise dark horse team.
Dark Horse, the Pale Hose of the Dark Horse. They have Edwin Encarnacion. Did you know that?
Encarnacion.
He's got a good bat.
I don't think we had that Encarnacion on the team.
What's that?
I did not realize that Encarnacion played for them.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think he's doing anything. I haven't heard anything about him this year.
Well, he's done a little. Who else do they have as in terms of hitters?
The rookie of the year.
They've got the Rookie of the Year.
And that was champion.
What's his name?
Yeah, Edwin Encarnacion. I don't even see his stats. I don't. Yeah, he's bad. Edwin Encarnacion's having a terrible year.
Oh, well, I like
I've
his
heard
name.
him. No, he's had. He's won a few games.
He's batting 168.
Oh, he used to be good.
Luis Robert.
It's below the Mendoza
Luis
level.
Robert. Luis Robert is batting 270, has 11 homers, 27 RBI, likely rookie of the year.
No.
You have Jose Abreu.
Abreu.
batting
Oh, Jose Abreu.
with 13 homers and 40 RBI.
Wow.
Then you had the guy that threw the no-hitter,
Giolito.
who is Lucas Giolito.
Yeah.
They signed Dallas Keuchel.
Oh yeah, Dallas.
And they were a young team that was going to make some noise this year. I don't think they would have necessarily been a playoff team if there would have been a 162 game season, but they would have been in contention.
Well, that'll be a good race. They'll be fighting it out.
Meanwhile, the Yankees and Mets might be both watching the playoffs on the couch.
Yeah.
Well, the Yankees are still, they got a little bit better shot. At least they're playing over 500 baseball. And they are second in the division to Tampa Bay. What's with Tampa Bay? What the hell is Tampa Bay doing?
And they got good pitching. They still have good pitching, and I guess.
Well, the Yankees are changing their name to the Crocodile Hunters.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Yeah, every time they go against the Rays, they get murdered.
Yeah, the Yankees are missing some of their top players. Then hopefully they'll come back and within the next 20 games and make things right.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't think the Red Sox were going to be good this year. I thought they were going to have their struggles. But my God, the Red Sox were terrible.
Yeah, that was the next question. What's that all?
That's why Mark's not calling in.
Is this a one-year thing, or is this going to be? Are they going to start the next season like this?
Their pitching is just in shambles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even.
Yeah, they had some issues. What happened was they got put into that luxury tax just like was strangling them, and they needed to cut salary, so they had to get rid of
Mookie.
Mookie Betts and David Price, and then their pitching staff just crumbled.
Yeah.
Chris Sale needed Tommy John surgery. And Mauricio, whatever is it, Eduardo
Rodriguez got COVID, and he's got a complication from that.
COVID bad. He's got he may never pitch again.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. That's horrible.
Yeah.
The COVID. Now, it doesn't happen to everybody, but there's maybe 10% or even less than 10%, like 5% of cases of COVID cause heart damage.
Yes.
And he's had heart damage.
Yeah, you can have an enlarged heart. I've been hearing about this more and more. Again, of the 99.5% of people will have no symptoms or very mild symptoms. Of that other 0.5% of the people that even get it, complications like this, enlarged heart, scarring in the lungs. We have a better understanding of the use of steroids now in terms of the therapy for this. So for those that do get medical attention, these can be treated much better now than they were a few months ago. And unfortunately, I guess these folks were infected a few months ago before we had effective therapies. But what a shame.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect storm for Boston. And they've won their last two games, so they're 14 and 27. But That's a bad. It's 14-27. That's practically. There you have no shot to make playoffs.
So, speaking of Boston and speaking of Mark, guess who just called in?
Boston Mark.
Oh my God! Is this really happening? Mark Caruso, you're on.
You
Chab Dog
fucking
Sports.
better believe it. Hey, Frank,
Hey Mark. Hey Mark.
suck it.
Remember a couple years ago, you made fun of me for a Met player having a dildo in his locker.
Yeah.
Do you know? Who
Actually,
plays
I
for the Red
didn't
Sox?
really. You kind of made fun of the Mets for that, actually.
But do you know
But
that guy now
I
plays for the
didn't.
Red Sox?
Huh?
The guy that had the dildo in his locker now plays for the Red Sox.
Who is he?
Kevin Plawecki.
The catcher? He sucks.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I mean,
the guy who had a
it's
dildo in the
America,
Red
you know what I mean?
I
If
know
he
he
wants to
sucks.
be gay, it's cool.
I know he sucks. That's the one that had the
If he
dildo
wants
in his
black
locker.
men, you know, if he wants to
That's-
play with black dicks, he can.
That's the guy who
Fine.
plays. He now plays for the Red Sox. He's your catcher.
Oh,
Yeah, he's probably going to go down to
catcher.
Provincetown. He'll have a great time.
Provincetown.
Yeah, you will. That's a fun area for.
Yeah,
It's a nice.
I've never
Gay
been there.
spot.
It's at the tip of the Cape,
Hey,
right?
Brandon,
Hey,
how you been, Chad? Dog?
I know. Welcome back, Mark. It's been like a year or something. I don't know. It's been forever.
I've been doing nights forever. And Eric, how you been?
Oh, great. Thank you, Mark. Good to hear you again.
It's a pleasure. It's
Yeah.
so good to be
Mark, we
talking to
need.
you guys.
I need a pep talk. I need to believe the Celtics can come back. Are you?
That was the fucking shittiest game. I'm like, oh my God, did you see that pass? We won. And then, 0.5 seconds, they decided to bring in Taco Bell instead of having like a real defender on the guy.
Yeah.
Just 'cause he's fucking tall, he's a moron. He's a fucking
Taco Bell-
moron.
He's just NBA. He's just going to be just like a total joke.
He's a
He's just like
goofball.
a sports news son that's just tall and has no basketball
He
ability
fucking
whatsoever.
sucks.
The only ability he has is he's tall.
They had
Nice-
to tell
nice
him,
that they're agreeing on
the other
something.
player tell him to put his arms up. He's a fucking moron. No shit, put your arms up.
That's a 1 in a million play that the Raptors made a nice play. A 1 in a million play.
Well, Celtics found the
More
way to
than that,
lose.
do you know that guy didn't even shoot the ball in the fourth quarter?
That was his first shot.
That was his first shot of the fourth quarter.
That's right. He had the longest continuous. He set a new record for longest minutes on the floor without getting anything. Zero
got a big
shots,
one,
0
though.
rebounds, 0 blocks, 0
Uh,
everything. 13 whole minutes.
Celtics may be cursed.
Don't worry, we got the
They're
luck of the Irish.
I mean, Taco Fall, when he really has no use.
He's like you, Frank. He has no use.
I mean, how is it
Useless.
7-6?
Hey, how's Rosen doing on the Dolphins? I mean, you guys cut him, right?
Who's that?
Rosen.
The chosen one. Didn't you cut him?
Oh, yeah, James Rosen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's your quarterback?
I
Because
think
the
it's the start of
Patriots,
the year.
they got number one. They got the number one pick in the draft. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I don't think it's
He's
going to
the
be much past.
The
I
new
think-
captain of the Patriots,
Who's that?
Cam Newton.
Oh, Cam Newton, of course.
He's the captain.
Voted captain.
Wow.
Voted
He's-
captain. One of the captains.
Oh
A lot
God.
of spent on that player. A lot of miles. A lot of
Are you
bumpy
fucking
roads.
kidding me? Tom Brady's like 40-something, and you're saying Cam Newton's in his prime, 32 or 30,
Yeah, but
whatever he
Cam
is,
Newton last year-
and he's got a
Cam
lot of
Newton
tread
last
on
year-
that.
Cam Newton.
You got a lot of tread on your tires, buddy. Carrying around all that weight.
Yeah, that's COVID weight.
Cam Newton's been hit. Cam Newton's been hit
Uh-huh.
more than Brady's been hit. Tom Brady's always had that offensive line protecting him. Tom
Yeah.
Brady's always had.
Frank, how many times have you been wrong? Like every fucking time. Seriously, the only
Cam
time you were right
Newton-
when you admitted that the Patriots were going to beat the Rams. Every
Cam
other time
Newton
he's been
is
wrong.
the Mary, I think.
He's probably going to win the MVP this year
I can't
because you're
believe
saying that. Keep going.
Cam Newton is a Mary at best.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, you have to admit, Mark, that Cam Newton's been disappointing the last few years and hasn't really been anywhere where
played
he was.
hurt.
He
Said
played hurt.
He played injured because he didn't want to let his teammates down, like Luke Kuechly. He named off a bunch of great players that played for the Panthers. And you know what he said when he got voted captain?
And he's magically going to be healed? He's magically going to be healed?
What do you mean? He had surgery.
Magically going to get better? That's what I've
Yeah,
been saying.
he had multiple surgeries, and then he rehabbed the injury.
I'm talking about his injuries. I'm talking about
Frank, how
his
come your
body
phone
is-
never works? Seriously.
I'm talking
Tom
about how
Brady
his
had
body-
tore 3 ligaments in his knee, in his left knee, and then it got infected, and he almost had to retire. So I don't even think you know what you're talking about. Actually, I know you don't.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how I don't think you could. He's a
Jab
Hail
dog.
Mary.
Should we put the T on?
Hail Mary.
Should I get him yelling?
Do whatever you think you have to do.
By the way, how many players have opted out for the Patriots?
A couple of really bad ones, and Donta Hightower was the big one.
Yeah, too
Boom
bad.
Tower. But guess what? My man Jawan Bentley, when they drafted him out of Purdue, he's a thumper. I was like, I love this guy. And the guy
a
at the team that
thumper.
thinks he knows everything about everything. But everybody knows I know everything about everything.
The only
This
thing
guy at the
that-
gym was trying to tell me Jawan Bentley was too slow. Too slow. Starting middle linebacker, Jawan Bentley.
The only saving
Now, the
grace for the
defensive
Patriots-
line on the Patriots is, young guys.
For a while.
They got a couple guys. Guy actually is one of them. And the linebackers that, they got rid of all of them because they suck. And except for Hightower, they kept him, and then he opted out because his mother's a diabetic. And he got a young daughter. So that's fine. But, I mean, to me, I think he should be fucking playing, You signed the contract, fucking play. But, fine, don't play. Sit home when you 3 rings. Because guess what? Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl again, Frank.
No, not shot.
How you like them apples?
Not a shot. The
Um,
only
Best
thing
secondary in the NFL. Go ahead and say it's not.
got a new sheriff in
And what was
town.
I telling you last year, Frank? What was I telling you? They got to play Damian Harris, that running back. They got to start him. Starting
The
running
only
back for
thing-
the Patriots. Most improved player, Damian Harris out of Alabama.
The
smashing head.
only thing that makes for the Patriots is that this year the
Yeah.
AFC East could be historically bad.
You always say that. That's because the Dolphins are in it.
The AFC East will be bad.
Well, the Bills will have to choke.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
shit.
the Bills of the AFC East has always
Yeah,
been
'cause their
historically
quarterback
bad.
sucks, Josh Allen.
Hmm.
There's nothing in the
But they
AFC
got a-
East.
They got a good defense.
Let's throw after
Bill.
the guy with a big
I-
arm and no accuracy.
I actually think the Bills are going to win the division with 8 wins.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Hey, Frank, let me ask you something. One quick question, Frank, before your phone dies. But did Cam Newton win anything at Auburn?
What was that?
Did Cam Newton win anything at Auburn?
He's been bad for 3 years, Mark.
He's going to be great this year. I don't care about the last 3 years.
That doesn't happen. That
Great.
guy is
Yes, it does. He's healthy.
This is pretty cute, huh?
Yeah. I'll leave this out.
He's
Adorable.
healthy now.
Hey, Frank, guess what? He's
Well,
wearing number 1. You know why?
Fit.
Because he fucking
How's
wants
he gonna
to.
be for fit?
Frank, he's 6'6". He's a big motherfucker. He can run fast, throw the ball a mile. He's a
And
badass.
he's been taking it. He has taken so many hits.
Good. He's going to
His
take
arms
some
is
more this
bad.
year.
His
But you know
knees
what?
is bad.
I was trying to figure
He
out what it is,
wants a ring. He's here for a ring.
Fire in the belly.
he said when they voted him team captain, one of the captains, he said he was really, honored. And then he said, but he feels like now the work is just beginning.
If Belichick can win a Super Bowl with this team, then he is a fucking magician.
Yeah, I don't think it's Mark.
Then he should what?
I think you're hallucinating, Mark. Cam Newton is not this. He's not going to play the way he did when he took Carolina to the Super Bowl. He's older. He doesn't like to run.
You better jump on that fumble.
He doesn't like to run that much. I think that was a big part of his game, was that he was a big scrambler, and now he's scared to do that because he got hurt. I think he's totally gun shy now.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Pittsburgh's going to suck.
What's
the name of your team?
We're going to have Ben back. We're going to have Big Ben back.
I don't think the Patriots are going to win 10 games.
Eric.
Now, they might win the division because the division is bad. I think it's a toss-up between them and the Bills. And I think 8-8 could even win the division.
How are the Dolphins going to be?
On the rise, 6-10.
6-10.
6-10, right in the middle of the draft.
Frank, who's going to win the AFC North?
AFC North? No. I think the Ravens are going to win the AFC North.
What about the Steelers?
What if Jackson gets hurt? Ain't going to win shit.
I think the Steelers will be a wild card team.
I think you're a moron.
I agree with you.
Thank you, Chab Dog.
10-6 Steelers.
You agree with me that Frank's a moron.
I'm actually picking the Steelers to go 10-6.
Yeah.
That's actually the same record I have.
And then the AFC West will be the Chiefs. The Chiefs will kick ass.
I don't know why you're asking this dude anything.
I think the Chiefs are going to repeat.
Well, I'm agreeing with Frank.
Andy Reid got so lucky that they didn't have to play the Patriots. He got so lucky. He chokes every time against Belichick.
Well, it's the Patriots' own fault.
Belichick. I'm going to lose again.
Awfully hard to repeat.
Frank.
Just ask the Buffalo Bills.
It's true.
Well,
I was really pissed off when Brady left. I was really fucking mad.
No.
Really fucking mad.
Felt like
I wanted to fight the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when Gronk went there, I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Gronk. There was one thing for Brady to leave, but he sat out last year, and now he's coming back. Fuck him.
I think they had a plan.
You know what?
I think they had a plan, Mark.
Brady, thank you for the 6 rings. Thank you for everything. But your wife's a fucking stupid bitch.
Why, is she the one that made him leave?
What do you think? She wants to hang out down in Florida on the beach in a thong, walking around with everyone. She's a model. She wants everyone in the world to look at her. Or you think she wants to be up here in the fucking snow?
Yeah.
By the way, I'll go over everyone's records.
Okay.
Frank, please don't, because you're just wrong about it.
I want to hear Frank's
To
assessment.
the predictions so we can rip them.
Frank's,
I'm going to smoke some weed. I got some purple punch here.
Oh, okay.
Juicy fruit here.
We got juicy fruit.
Juicy fruit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's
I'll
good.
go
With a lemon twist, it's
Hey,
good.
Frank, you want to do some cocaine?
I think Frank's more of a heroin man.
Frank, I got some really good cocaine if you want some.
All right. Is there any reason why I should be on the now, or do I have to hang up? Now?
No. We want to hear your.
I want to hear your predictions. So go ahead.
All right, I'll be quiet now, Frank.
Let Frank talk. The floor is Frank's.
All right. I'm going to start off in the
Gonna fall in.
NFC. I think the Eagles win the division at 11-5. I think our wild card team at 10-6. I'll take the
Cowboys?
Giants at 7-9, and the WTF at 2-14.
The 2-14 WTFs.
Yeah, 1-15.
Good, because a team with no
And,
names
yeah.
can't be in the Super Bowl.
In the North Division, I think the Vikings win the division at 10-6.
I didn't say that.
I think the Bears and Packers both go 9-7.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions will go 5-11.
So far, so good.
Wrong. They just signed Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
In
it's
the
not gonna happen.
South, I'm taking the Saints at 12-4.
Mm-hmm.
The Buccaneers to get the wild card at 10-6. The Falcons at 7-9,
Fuck the Bucs.
and the Steelers at 5-11.
The who's the Seahawks are 5-11.
No, Falcons.
Oh, the
Yeah. Okay. So again, actually, you're
Oh,
seem
he
pretty-
hasn't
pretty-
done the West yet.
pretty reasonable here so far, Tank. Okay.
In the West,
I don't-
the Seahawks win the division at 11-5.
Yep.
I think the Niners get the wild card at 10-6.
Mm-hmm.
And 9-7 Rams,
You'd be lucky to do that.
and Bengals at 10.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the AFC North, I'm saving the AFC East for last.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Ravens at 11-5, the Steelers at 10-6 to get the wild card, the Browns at 8-8, and the Bengals at 5-11.
Even with Joe
Way
Burrow.
too many wins for that division.
Mm-hmm.
They play each other twice, you know.
Ooh.
That's not that many wins.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Do you fail
that's
math?
called parity. That's called parity, Mark.
Does he have to pick every game to do this? How does he do that?
Well, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
You got to
he's
keep
like,
the math
there's
in
no-
respect as
Yeah.
well. You can't have
I'm more excited than him. He's so boring.
In the AFC South, I'm taking the Titans to go 11-5. The Colts and Texans to both go 9-7, get the
Wow,
wild
look at
card,
the kangaroo.
and the Jaguars to go 3-13.
Yeah, they're pitiful.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Garner Minshew.
Well, they traded
In
everybody.
They traded
In the,
Fournette
They
to
were good.
Tampa Bay.
the AFC West, I'm taking the Chiefs to go 12-4.
You already said they were going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, with 12-4.
Well, 12-4 is a good record to win the Super Bowl.
Yep. They get the bye.
Not really.
I'm picking the Broncos to go 8-8. I'm picking Las Vegas Raiders to go 7-9.
Okay.
Got to get used to saying Las Vegas Raiders.
On the rise.
And I'm picking the Chargers to go 6-10.
Yeah, they're stuck.
Uh-huh.
And in the AFC East, I'm picking the Bills to go 8-8.
Dreaming.
I'm picking the Patriots to go 7-9.
Whoa.
Oh,
I'm picking the
Idiot.
Dolphins to go 6-10. And I'm picking the Jets to go 5-11.
oh
I
God,
bet
that's
the
utter,
Dolphins win 3 games.
utter mediocrity. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the AFC East is going to be bad.
Huh.
That's going to be a
Guess what,
bad.
Frank? There's one thing for sure. The Dolphins are going to suck. You're dreaming they're going to go 6-10.
They were 5-11 last year, and that was a
Yeah,
freaking.
and they suck.
They got a
That's a shitty record.
Yeah, but they do have some strength on defense.
Their uniforms suck.
AFC.
Their name sucks. Their logo sucks.
Who'd you call in the AFC Central, Tank?
You mean North?
AFC. Well, where Indianapolis and them play.
He said Texans. No,
Oh, the Texans?
the Titans.
Titans.
Well, I Titans 11-5.
Titans. Okay, because they just signed Clowney yesterday. They picked him up.
Oh.
So I'm not
Who did?
winning.
Titans.
Hey, by the way, Mark, Kyle Van
Yes,
Noy says
Frank.
hi.
Oh, did he?
Kyle Van Noy says hi.
Oh, tell him I said fuck you.
What happened to him? He died? Is that what he said?
He sided with the Dolphins.
No, he signed with the Dolphins.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's a fucking idiot, so whatever. He's actually a really nice guy. I didn't say fuck you, Kyle. You're a really nice guy. He does a lot of charity work. You're going to like him, Frank.
Well, anyway, that's it for me this week.
So you got
Other
one
than
good player on the Dolphins. That's good.
that, I'm going to get ready to write my NFL preview for my website. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Frank,
we
wait,
got
I
the
bet
Check
inside
that
look.
out at
so
Sports.
long. Don't you want to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, we know
No,
what you're going to
actually
say.
don't.
I had to listen to you.
It's going to be, you're going to talk about smoking weed, driving a cab, how great the Patriots
No,
are.
I dispatch.
And,
I dispatch cabs now. I'm like Danny DeVito.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're the guy in the controls.
I'm Louis.
The radio voice.
You're telling people what to do.
I've always been the boss. Every job I had.
Yeah.
are you in the
Just
case there,
takes time to get there.
Harass and Lacquer?
I don't have Laka, no. The mechanics in the back are all Spanish. They're awesome, though. Great guys. They have a barbecue every Friday. They brought me a steak last week.
Ooh, okay.
My boys. Yeah. You know, you feed the bear. You know, that's good.
I wish we could hear some of your dispatches to get a flavor for it. Do you get really mad at people?
After Pedro went to heaven, right?
Right.
I had 3 guys working that night.
Mm.
Joe is like 6'1", like 240. He's basically the rudest guy in America. So me and him, we're friends, but we bang heads all the time. He's like 50-something, thinks he knows everything. And like I said, I do, so he can't. But I told them, I warned them. It was him, this guy Peter, who's like a 300-pounder, a little taller than me. And then my guy Buddy was there, I think. And I said, guys, if you're going to aggravate me tonight, all 3 is just bring the cabs here right now. I'm coming outside and punching the shit out of all 3 is right now. I said, my dog just went to heaven, and I'm just telling you. All 3 is coming because Joe started with me. I said, you better get some help. And, Joe, you know, he's a big horse. He's the degenerate gambler. He loves horse racing.
Yeah.
So yesterday was the, you know, whatever.
Right.
Fucking Derby.
The Kentucky Derby in September.
Kentucky's such a shithole.
Kentucky
Anyways,
Derby.
yeah, the Kentucky Derby, great. Fucking, he had the horse that came in second.
All right, guys, I'm going to see you guys next week.
Well, Frank, who do you take on the Derby?
Who'd you pick in the Derby?
Yeah, what happened to you?
He finished second, my horse. It's the law.
Did you put, tis the law. Did you put 2,800 on him?
No, 20.
Joe put 2,800 on him.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
And he had like some 5-horse pick. And he's like, they're all bombs after him. They're all bombs, 30-1. Look at this. Oh, Martin. Oh, he gets the racing for him.
So what were the odds in the winner yesterday?
He was like the second or third choice, so he was like only like 10-1.
Okay.
So it wasn't a
What
great...
was the horse's name, Frank?
Who was 3-5.
Okay.
Frank, what was the horse's name that won?
Authentic.
Good name.
Oh, shitty name.
Are we going to have a Preakness, Frank?
Yeah.
Well, the Preakness is going to be in a few weeks, but it's irrelevant without the Triple Crown.
Right. There's no Triple Crown, so why even have the Preakness?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to make a lot of money on it.
Well,
It's the same with the
This is why
Derby.
they do the races, because to get your horse in, you got to pay $50,000, and then before the race, you got to pay another $50,000.
Oh,
There was 15 horses or something in the race.
so that's where all the money
100,000,
is.
That's like 1.5 million or something, right?
The interest is
And the
going to
purse
be
was $3 million.
Yeah.
And then everybody gambled on it.
Which of the gambling.
And the best president we've had since, I can't even name another one,
Reagan.
Donald Trump, right? He made this new law, like there's no taxes. It went up to like $300,000 or something like that, or $150,000, some big number. So,
By the way, the Preakness.
by the way, if that guy Joe Biden was any dumber, oh my God.
Oh, you got to stick
And
around
that
for the
lady
second hour.
Kamala,
Well,
did you see that she was
yeah.
sitting down when they were honoring the wife of the fallen soldier. She was sitting down. She didn't even get up. You got
Yes.
no respect, that lady. She sucks.
I don't know what he's talking about, but...
The Preakness is going to be on October 3rd.
Frank knows.
October 3rd. Yeah, the ratings.
It's my sister's birthday.
Nobody's going to
Happy
watch
birthday, Renee.
Nobody's going to watch it.
Nobody's going
It's
to
like
watch
the Mets. No one's going to watch it.
It's a funny animal.
By the way, Frank, congratulations on them putting a cardboard cutout of you. I saw that.
That's the true
That's
passion
awesome.
of New York.
Because this year,
Isn't the fucking Yankees in New York? I almost.
God, no, that's enough. I'm gonna hang
Oh
up.
my God, Frank. Hey, did Tom Seaver die?
Yes.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Ah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Frank. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
That's baseball's loss.
Yeah. But Frank, seriously, like this guy had a Yankees hat on like 2 days ago.
No chance.
When
to
I got
play
out
any
of work,
clips.
I had on my Red Sox hat backwards. I turned it around and I was heckling him. He was trying to ignore me, but you can't ignore me. I was like, "Are you serious wearing that fucking ugly hat here? Are you serious? That hat is offensive." I'm like, "You need to take that shit off." He's like, not
right,
looking
guys,
at me,
I'm gonna-
washing his windshield. Frank, I was like,
I can't even get a word in edgewise.
All right, we're gonna go
need
to
to go away.
I'll be quiet, Frank. Go ahead, talk.
Frank. Anything you want to say before you go?
Yeah, final out the door.
Parting last words.
Did you miss me?
Very much so. Well, I guess he's
Frank,
he's-
I missed you so much.
I guess he's at a loss for words. So why don't you play? Why don't we play one of those clips here? You want to play Sanford and Son?
No, we've only got 3 minutes. It'll go
Oh.
right into the break, so
Oh well,
we don't want to burn it up like that.
we should play something.
Well, while Frank is still in line, Mark, tell us why the Red Sox suck this year, because we were trying to figure it out ourselves. And now we got the expert on the line, so you break it down for us.
Well, their best pitcher, Chris Hill, needed Tommy John surgery, so he's
Yeah.
not pitching this year.
Yeah, sales out.
And then probably the black dildo is not helping. You know. But
Yeah.
they traded. They just traded
got-
like Mitch Moreland.
Yeah,
but they
Mitch-
kept Xander Bogaerts. They kept a few of them.
Yeah.
But like Mookie Betts, getting rid of him, that didn't affect them. The kid Verdugo is good from the Dodgers. They were stupid
Yeah.
to trade him.
I think it's the pitching more than anything. The hitting is
Pitching sucks. What are you talking? They have no pitching.
no. I know that's why that's
Oh, they
that's
got-
what
they
that's
got-
what's killing them.
Yeah.
They got
They
nobody.
got like two good starters, and one of them's hurt. Eduardo Rodriguez hasn't even pitched. They
Yeah.
shut him down for the whole year. And Chris Sale was obviously their best pitcher. And then Nathan Eovaldi is their ace this year.
Yeah.
He's done fine, but you can't have one pitcher when you need
No.
a five-man rotation. They have some guys that really suck so bad,
Mhm.
you can't even watch the game.
Yeah,
You can't watch the fucking game. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Throw a strike.
I refuse
And
to
he
watch
throws a
that.
strike and they hit it 500 feet. Like the Mets came in and they would smash us.
Oh,
And I'm sitting there going,
Mercilessly.
fuck me.
like a bunch of
You know?
rag
like
dolls.
Frank's team's actually good.
Better than you guys.
You got used like sex dolls
And
that
then the
day.
fucking Bruins lost. I was pissed.
Yeah.
But the Celtics are still in it, so, that's good. And then the
Yeah.
next week the Patriots play the Dolphins. And
Oh,
so
what a
that's
way to
win.
open the season. That's exciting.
Is that going to be in Miami?
What a way to open the season. It's like, how Alabama
That
warms
game's
up.
in Miami.
I don't know.
Oh.
Is that game Miami
It's
or
it's up here actually,
Foxborough?
Oh, okay. So you guys will win that game.
but we're not allowed to go to it because there's no one going for like the first month or something.
Yeah.
So are people going to tailgate
Except
outside
in
the
Kansas
stadium?
City, they wanted to like have everyone at the game or something because they're morons.
Uh huh. So are people in Boston going to tailgate for that game?
Well,
I don't know.
some of the stadiums are
I bet
having,
you.
like Dallas is having people at their stadium.
Yeah, they're having people in there, and there are saying Kansas
I
City.
mean, I think
Certain amount.
I think if you spread people out, I don't know what the big problem is.
I think let them in, and I'd say let them in if they want to
I
come in,
wouldn't
let the whole
risk it.
stadium in. But if you spread them out, there should be no problem at all.
Risk it. It's like everybody
Nothing
thinks
to
you're
risk.
going to have some kind of mass cataclysm if you have fans at a game. Come on, that's
All right.
ridiculous.
This is the honest to God truth. The NFL TV contract before they sell one ticket, they already have the whole payroll paid. Everything's already paid from the TV contract. They don't even need to sell one ticket.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't need anyone there. They just got to have the games on TV. And baseball fucked up big time by not starting earlier.
hmm
because people were sitting home. They couldn't do shit. You know, everyone was collecting that money, trying to get that free money. I'm working.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was sick for 2 months. That was one of the other reasons that I wasn't on the show, because I think I got the COVID.
Yeah, we thought.
Because one of the guys at my work got it.
Uh-huh.
And fucking, you know, I had to book him out, so handled the money and all that shit, shook his hand.
So what happened? What happened when you got it? Did you just feel like you had the flu bad for a month?
Well, everyone kept telling me I was dying.
Whoa.
And so I called the hospital, and I was like, I fucking need hospitals. I don't want to come. But everyone's telling me I should come because I just can't stop coughing and spitting stuff up, and, you know, I'm just really sick. And the lady was like, well, stay home and ride it out, because if you come here and you're already sick and you don't have it, you'll get it.
Yeah.
Because we have, like, they were full at that point.
Yeah.
You know, with people that had it.
Uh-huh.
And they were sealing the room.
Yeah, that's no good.
Because I had to go later on because I got an ear infection.
Uh-huh.
And you could see they had, like, a zipper thing to seal the rooms.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I don't know. There's so much shit going on in this country right now.
Yeah. So you wrote it out, though. You managed to just get through it.
Did you ever see The Empire Strikes Back?
Of course.
A long time ago.
Remember when Luke Skywalker was walking in the snow and he fell down and Han Solo saved him?
Yeah.
That's basically how sick I was.
Whoa.
And I didn't miss one day of work.
Oh, really? And you worked on top of that, too. Wow.
Wow.
Well, how else am I going to live?
Well, you didn't have time to go to the hospital then. Yeah.
You're a warrior, Mark. You're a warrior.
Hey, can you stick around
until I die?
Can you stick around for the second hour?
Yeah, we're gonna go to a break and play some clips, and then we'll be back. We're gonna play more clips in the second half. I think we didn't.
Can I say bye to Frank?
Yeah, Frank just kind
you
of
leave
left.
already?
He's still there. Is he still there?
Frank,
Well-
next Sunday. Can't wait to watch that game. Maybe I should come to New Jersey and watch it with you.
All right. Well, we're gonna go to the break.
He muted us.
So thank you for calling in, Frank.
Sports Encyclopedia, sportsencyclopedia.com. We're heading to the break.
Okay.
So stay tuned to the second hour of the Chab Dog Sports Talk Show. Coming up right after this.
We're told that greatness is exceptional, when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life Gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit DefyLifeGear.com to get fitted for greatness.
The law office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general, corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like Chab Dog said, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
It's just one more way of reducing your liberty and reminding you that they can fuck with you anytime they want. As long as you put up with it. As long as you put up with it. Which means, of course, anytime they want. Because that's what Americans do now. They're always willing to trade away a little of their freedom in exchange for the feeling, the illusion of security. What we have now is a completely neurotic population obsessed with security and safety and crime and drugs and cleanliness and hygiene and germs. There's another thing. Germs. Where did this sudden fear of germs come from? In this country. Have you noticed this? The media constantly running stories about all the latest infections, salmonella, E. coli, hantavirus, bird flu, and Americans they panic easily, so now everybody's running around scrubbing this and spraying that and overcooking their food and repeatedly washing their hands, trying to avoid all contact with germs. It's ridiculous, and it goes to ridiculous lengths. In prisons, before they give you a lethal injection, they swab your arm with alcohol. It's true. It's true. It's true. Well, they don't want you to get an infection. And you can see their point. Wouldn't want some guy to go to hell and be sick. It would take a lot of the sportsmanship out of the whole execution. Fear of germs. Why, these fucking pussies. You can't even get a decent hamburger anymore. They cook the shit out of everything now because everybody's afraid of food poisoning. Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Take a fucking chance, will you? You know how many people die in this country from food poisoning every year? 9,000. That's all. It's a minor risk. Take a fucking chance, bunch of goddamn pussies. Besides, what do you think you have an immune system for? It's for killing germs. But it needs practice. It needs germs to practice on. So listen. If you kill all the germs around you and live a completely sterile life, then when germs do come along, you're not going to be prepared. And never mind ordinary germs, what are you going to do when some super virus comes along that turns your vital organs into liquid shit? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get sick, you're going to die, and you're going to deserve it because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system. Now, all right, God damn it. Hey. All right. Let me tell you a true story about immunization, okay? When I was a little boy in New York City in the 1940s, we swam in the Hudson River, and it was filled with raw sewage, okay? We swam in raw sewage, to cool off. And at that time, the big fear was polio. Thousands of kids died from polio every year. But you know something? In my neighborhood, no one ever got polio. No one, ever. You know why? Because we swam in raw sewage. It strengthened our immune systems. The polio never had a prayer. We were tempered in raw shit. So personally, I never take any special precautions against germs. I don't shy away from people who sneeze and cough. I don't wipe off the telephone. I don't cover the toilet seat. And if I drop food on the floor, I pick it up and eat it.
Like a dog.
Yes, I
do.
Like my dog. Even if I'm at a sidewalk cafe in Calcutta, the poor section, on New Year's morning during a soccer riot. And you know something? In spite of all that so-called risky behavior, I never get infections. I don't get them. I don't get colds. I don't get flu. I don't get headaches. I don't get upset stomachs. And you know why? Because I got a good, strong immune system, and it gets a lot of practice. My immune system is equipped with the biological equivalent of fully automatic military assault rifles with night vision and laser scopes. And we have recently acquired phosphorus grenades, cluster bombs, and anti-personnel fragmentation mines. So, when my white blood cells are on patrol, reconnoitering my bloodstream, seeking out strangers and other undesirables, if they see any suspicious-looking germs of any kind, they don't fuck around. They whip out the weapons, they wax the motherfucker, and deposit the unlucky fellow directly into my colon. Into my colon. There's no nonsense. There's no Miranda warning. There's none of that 3 strikes and you're out shit.
Miranda
First
warning.
defense, bam, into the colon you go. Sure. Oh. And speaking of my colon, I want you to know I don't automatically wash my hands every time I go to the bathroom, okay? Can you deal with that? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know when I wash my hands? When I shit on them. That's the only time. And you know how often that happens? Tops. 2-3 times a week. Tops. Maybe a little more frequently over the holidays. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you something else, my well-scrubbed friends. You don't always need a shower every day. Did you know that? It's overkill. Unless you work out or work outdoors or for some reason come in intimate contact with huge amounts of filth and garbage every day, you don't always need a shower. All you really need to do is to wash the 4 key areas. Armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth. Got that? Armpits, asshole, crotch, and teeth. In fact, you can save yourself a whole lot of time if you simply use the same brush on all 4 areas.
Okay, that just crossed
All right.
Thank you.
We're back.
Great George Carlin.
Nothing like a little George Carlin to wake you up, get you going.
I love George Carlin.
Yeah. He
I
was
love
brilliant.
making Frank yell too.
Yeah, well, you'll make him yell next week or whenever you're on again when football
He yelled
starts.
today.
You got
As soon as I brought up the Yankees.
Yeah.
Just the Mets are New York's passion. I was like, what? Oh, fuck, is he crazy?
Hey, we got
I mean, Eric, you love the Yankees, but seriously, what's the number 1 team in New York?
Erica, you just had a question.
Number 1 team in New York is still the Yankees. What are you talking about?
It's got to be the Yankees.
Who's the number 1 baseball team in New York?
The Yankees, of course.
The Yankees.
Yeah,
The
Mets are a
fucking
joke.
They got one guy that hits home runs. Forget it.
Yeah.
They got a cardboard cutout of Frank. Do I need to say anything else?
See, the Mets are the true passion of New York.
Oh.
Yeah,
does-
like
fucking
De
tagged me in
Blasio.
the thing on Facebook because one of the cardboard cutouts of the fans blew off the Green Monster.
Uh-huh.
He said even the fans are trying to kill themselves. They suck so bad.
Well, Mark, why don't you have a cardboard cutout? You really
I'm not Frank.
Yeah.
You should be an icon like Frank.
You know, I don't know how what did he blow out his belt to become famous? I forget how he got famous. Didn't he fall? Or slept in
He had the
Met
he had
Stadium?
He was a Grand Central
He
station.
he had the
bunch
epic
of
rant
shit
in the
happened,
train
right?
station.
Yeah, the epic rant
he
train
was he
station.
became
I
known
think
as
he
the
blew away Rod.
angry
Yeah,
Mets
that's
fan.
This is it.
There it is.
That's it. That's his moneymaker right there.
Yeah. So you need a rant, an epic rant,
And you need to get it on TV.
Me?
or maybe you need to like
Nah.
beat something
I've been
up.
on TV. I was on all the news channels. You go back and pull the Herald
Oh,
when Pat Tillman got killed by friendly fire.
Hmm?
I was on. So disrespectful. I got in a fight with 2 Dominican guys when I was shit-faced drunk on 93 South.
Oh, no.
I had Pedro. He was only like a puppy then
Mhm.
on my lap. I had gone down to Marina Bay with my dad to see his friend Matt Rennie and one of his best friends. They like to drink scotch, you know.
Sure.
I don't drink scotch.
Right.
I like bourbon.
Yeah.
So
Maker's Mark with a
me
C.
and my buddy was with me, Jamie Ludwig, and you know, he had a couple beers, but I got hammered. And I was like, dude, you got to drive. So my father wanted to stay with Matt. You know, he was in bad health. I said, yeah, stay. We'll come back and get you. I was hammered. They had to get me out of there. You know, I was hammered. I was starting with too much shit.
Mm-hmm.
When I get hammered drunk, forget it. That's why, you know, Eric, you know.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
doing that show we were doing.
Oh, yes.
Dirty Water Radio. He was getting fucking hammered.
You're pretty good most of the time, but it's I know just how it feels. I get that way too. If I drink too much and I go over the line, I start doing stupid stuff, and I really shouldn't. Yeah, I need to be alone.
You shouldn't be in public view.
Yeah, precisely. I shouldn't be anywhere anyone can hear me or see me. Yes.
Yeah, that's what they told me. Mark, you want to drink? Go home, lock yourself in your room
exactly.
by yourself, and drink.
Yeah, because
I'm like George Thorogood. I drink alone.
Yeah, I love that. I love that video. So we got Brian on the line too. I want to introduce you to
we
Brian.
got another guest on the line.
First time you've ever met Brian. Brian's from Banning, California, of Sports Rock.
Yeah, Brian sort of.
I'm coming out there, Eric. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, looking forward to having you.
Brian came to the rescue, and you left the show for a while. He kind of filled he jumped into the void and
of the second hour.
So
I
figured I'd try to get the ratings up for the show, so I went on Facebook this morning.
Yeah.
By the way, I haven't been to bed yet because one of my buddies came down with some really good fucking drugs, cocaine.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. You got cocaine for tank. Should keep you up just fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we probably sniffed like 30 lines each. Anyway, so most like
sounds like a lot.
Like an ounce of weed or whatever, and I said, let me go on see these Chab Dog posts, right? And I'm liking them, and I'm like, why is there only like 2-3 people liking these things? And maybe it's just because it's on my Facebook. Only shows like you and my friends.
Mm-hmm.
But so then it said I could invite people. So I just invited like all my friends that I know. And I was like, who the fuck are these people that I'm friends with on Facebook? I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
I know.
Fuck?
Yeah, you can have a lot of friends you don't know.
Dropped me?
Mm-hmm.
You know who dropped me?
Who?
Jimmy Garoppolo, that motherfucker.
Garoppolo.
Well, you'll have to go out there and kick his ass.
Friends on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he was on the Patriots.
Yeah.
He was the fucking backup.
Mm-hmm.
And then, now he's a big shot, right? He thinks he is. He choked in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's got a big head now, huh?
He's got a big head.
Oh. There's no need for
no need
I
for
heard
Mark.
his wife, his girlfriend or whatever, fucking smoking hot.
No need for the little people.
Retard like Brady's wife.
The porn star?
Well,
I don't know. What's that thing with Brady kissing his son on the lips too? That was bullshit.
Oh, I called it out then.
My father would never do that.
Yeah, no.
I never kissed my mother on the lips.
That's just
weird.
My
sister, my brother, never.
Weird.
Tonguing your own child.
On the cheek.
Yeah, exactly. Cheek, but lips and tonguing your own child like Brady was, that's disgusting. Like that's pedo.
And then he had that guy like rubbing his groin. That was so gay.
That's pedo stuff.
What? You got a groin massage from a guy?
What was that guy's name?
I'm not sure about that.
That friggin' the guy that was selling all the cancer meds.
Oh.
And now he's partners with Brady. The other reason, right? The TB12 place that was at Foxborough Stadium is gone, obviously.
Obviously.
But in Florida, they got less laws and shit, so he can. You know what he was selling? COVID water.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
They were advertising it like, if you drink this bottled water, you won't get COVID.
Yeah.
Oh sure. Right.
And all those
claims.
Redneck, stupid fucks down in Florida. That wrestle alligators and shit.
Oh, in Tampa Bay, that place is disgusting. That's the worst of all of Florida. That's the worst place to be.
He's gonna fit in great.
No, the old people are down in Sarasota, or they're down on the other side, on the Atlantic side. The people in Tampa's a tough, gritty port city, and it's just full of the most weirdest people of Florida are there.
Well, don't disparage it too much. You might have to go down there for some reason.
Oh, I've been there before. Yeah, it's like you can make everywhere beautiful, but it's a tough joint.
Well,
the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't know. They must have the best draft people because
they get good pitching.
Scouts, whatever. How do they get all these pitches?
I don't know. They pay attention to what they're doing, and they give good scouts, I guess. But they've had good pitching.
They got Green and Cy Young.
Yeah, Snell
Everybody
is
that comes
great.
out of their bullpen throws gas.
Yeah.
But they got not too much hitting,
Yeah, we got a new caller on. I want to let Brian have a few minutes here, Mark. He's
sorry.
he's more of a baseball expert than most of us here. And how you doing, Brian?
I only played baseball.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm doing good, guys. Thanks. Hi.
yeah. You ever met Mark? He's our resident Patriot fanatic.
No, I don't recall.
Well, I was born in Lynn, Massachusetts.
Yeah, so you deserve to
Celtics,
be
Red Sox, Bruins, Patriots.
You deserve to be a
So
Patriot.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Just another.
You're a California guy? You're born out there?
No, actually, I wasn't born here. I was born in Iowa, but we relocated to California when I was young. So pretty much a lifetime Californian.
Yeah. Is your football team you like, Iowa? Whatever they are, the Hawkeyes or something?
No, he likes.
I'll keep a follow on many of the teams. My favorite's always been USC, college-wise. The Washington No Names is my NFL team.
Like Eric.
I went to Malden Catholic
like
and we
me.
had the same helmets, except
Okay.
they were blue and gold. We had our numbers on the helmets, because it's really cheap to get number stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
The
what are they going
football
to do next?
team.
The Chiefs is all right, but the Redskins ain't. What about the Indians, the Braves?
I know the other ones have been talking about
The
it. But that's all
Blackhawks.
they've done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Mark, you asked me earlier about the team, how I felt about that. Didn't have a chance to respond, but I will now. I have decided
Please.
I am a Redskins fan, and I have been and will continue to be for the rest of my life. The team in Washington is not. I am not rooting for the team in Washington because they are not the Redskins. It's as simple as that.
Alex Smith's coming back.
I don't care who's coming back. It's they're not playing for the
Well,
Redskins,
it's big.
and the Redskins' name was never racist. So you're going to rip
Not
rip the name of my team when it was never racist. It was never before, just because people say it is, but they're lying. They want power.
I don't know how the Blackhawks gets through.
Bunch of Marxists.
It's just
That's a good point.
So what about when Snyder
I'll
gets?
still,
If he
I'll
gets
still refer to them as
thrown out?
Redskins. I got a hat that says they're the Redskins.
So do I. I think a lot of
Who's
gear
that
that says
hat?
Redskins.
guy that
Redskins.
said he would never call him that again? Wasn't it the football guy, the big football guy that sucks with the curly hair, that schmuck?
Which one?
yeah, there are a lot.
He's got the curly hair there. I don't know. I mean, he's a friggin' idiot. But he was like, I'll never call them by their name again.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a year ago.
Yeah, there's been people dropping that name the last 2 years as well.
He sounds like a douche.
I mean, all the people who objected to Redskins, not one of them was a frickin' Indian. They were all, Marxist left-wingers and snowflakes.
It was an easy victory getting the Redskins taken care of.
Well, when they got Pepsi and FedEx on their side, that's when it turned.
Yeah.
Sponsors are starting
Well,
to
it's like-
dictate policy.
Why did they get mad about the name? It was like Nike took them out of the thing, right? Out of the catalog, combining Redskins, yeah. Why?
Cancel. That was the same time that Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben's went down.
all those trades.
So it was
all
the
those,
momentum of cancel culture caught up with them. And obviously somebody phoned Nike,
But it's always interesting to see when it stops, and it seemed to just, I guess, lose its...
I think it wasn't their stadium involved too, or something.
Well, that's FedEx, because FedEx is the
FedEx.
stadium sponsor.
Yeah. I think FedEx.
They were going to drop them.
Yeah, and Pepsi
Yeah.
were the two big. They're the two big stadium sponsors. So they said if they didn't pay,
But
I
Nike
would have sued them for breach
took
of
them out of their
contract.
catalog.
Then got Goya and the My Pillow guy to sponsor to replace them.
My Pillow guy is all
That
over
My
the
Pillow
place.
guy has quite a story, huh?
Yeah.
He does.
What, he got into he made a speech or something, and they criticized him for it because he was pro-Trump.
No, I mean, like his life story, he was all
It was
fucked
life
up.
story.
And now
Yeah.
he's like,
Oh, he had a
with
major
the
drug
cross
problem.
And that
Yeah.
stupid blue shirt.
He's going to die.
And I mean, he's got tons of money.
And now he's on TV all the time.
Sells a lot of pillows.
Hey, he's the new infomercial guy.
Every time you see one of those commercials, right, you know they're going to give you 2. If you order now, we'll give you 2, my
We'll double your
for
order.
the price of 1. No shit, huh?
One of us has to order a
That's
pillow.
American success story, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to come up with a thing that's called,
I know.
fucking
I know, Mark.
something for Frank, you
It's
know.
going to be 5-minute abs.
Yeah, this fucking COVID shit with the gyms closed, I'm back up to 290.
Yeah, it's
I
horrible.
was down to like 270. It was bullshit. I can't even drink Dr. Pepper.
I'm at, I haven't even weighed myself because I don't have a scale. So I'm trying to go on bike rides and stuff.
I hit 220.
You hit 220?
Yeah. So
Holy shit.
What do you think Frank weighs?
Oh, he weighs himself in every day. I think
425.
Yeah, he weighs himself every week.
Yeah.
I offered to go to that lady's camp, remember? Lauren Pollard. She said she could help him.
Oh, yeah.
And he wouldn't go. He said I was an asshole.
She's a powerful woman, man.
Yeah,
Trying
she'd
to
beat
save
you up.
his
She'll
life.
rip your cock
I'd
off
like
if you're
to
not
see
careful.
you arm wrestle her. Whoa.
No, you don't want to do that.
He'd do.
She takes steroids.
I don't know. Mark's got a lot of weight, though. He's probably
Taking
beat.
steroids, too.
Oh, okay. At least to be a fair fight.
Hey, you want to play that clip with the woman fighting Eddie
It
Murphy?
would
That was
not be a
great.
fair fight.
We got a good clip for you, Mark, from Harlem Nights. Do you ever see that movie?
Of course.
Yeah.
No, you want to shoot me in the pinky.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to cut you.
Now you're hitting me with trash cans. Now you're hitting people with trash cans. Is this it?
No, this is
Yeah, there it is. I'll play this.
great scene.
Keep your eyes out for the next couple of days, okay?
Richard Pryor.
Here she comes.
You know what I mean?
Della Reese.
Della Reese.
Oh, that's a big woman.
She's like Frank in a dress.
You know we tally up at 4 o'clock.
Frank doesn't have what she has, though.
Kiss my ass, sugar. I've got to watch my girls until the last trick
She's
is
taller
gone.
than him.
And I'm not about to ask no customer to roll over so I can punch some goddamn clock. Now, this is your place, but I am in charge of the girls. And you can just kiss my ass.
Oh, baby.
No, stop it, sugar. Stop doing, don't do that. Stop
There's a
that.
lot of ass to kiss there.
So, baby, how we doing now?
We made about 200.
200? Your girl's been back there all night. How they only make $200?
You kissed my ass quick. I don't never say nothing to you when the crap table and the bar come up short.
Because the bar and the crap table never come up short, just the girls.
Uh-oh.
Now, calm down, Vera.
Kiss my ass, sugar. I want to know what it is Quick is trying to say.
I ain't trying to say shit. You in charge of the girls, right?
I am in charge of the girls.
Are you in charge of the girls?
I am in charge of the girls.
Okay, the girls are always coming up short. All right, let's get the shit out in the open. The girls are always coming up short. Even when the place is packed, the girls come up short. Now, either you or them got a problem with their arithmetic.
Are you saying I'm stealing?
The man didn't say you was stealing, Vera. Now come on over here and sit down and shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, Benny. I would tell you to kiss my ass too, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfucker.
Fuck you, bitch.
Me and you got to step out back.
Hey, it was just a misunderstanding.
No it ain't. It ain't no misunderstanding. Quick just
Takes it
accused
out.
me of stealing. And if you're
She's
going to
straight
take up
fire.
for Quick in here, we can all be some fighting motherfuckers in here this evening. Bring your ass, nigga. Bring it on. Come on.
Bring it on.
Bring your ass. Come on, get up and come on, motherfucker.
Bring your ass.
Come on, Quick, don't you? All
right, bitch, you want to fight? We can fight then. You fat motherfucker, I'm tired of your shit.
Just bring your
I'm gonna
ass.
beat the shit out of your ass. And oh, Jesus. No, don't hold me, sugar. No, let me go, sugar. Let me go. I'm just scared of him.
Watch your ass.
No, sugar, don't hold me. Don't hold me.
He thinks this is going to be a walk in the park, huh?
Treat me like I'm some kind of
Still wearing her heels.
His ass right up here right now.
Well, you're taking them off now.
Come on. Come on.
How old do you think she is? Late 40s?
Yeah. Eddie Murphy's there. 35?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Vera. Don't you want to talk about
I ain't got nothing to say. You done
Late 30s.
insulted me, and I got to kick your ass right now. And afterwards, I don't want no hard feelings either.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You done accused me of stealing. The only thing I'm stealing out here today is your face.
Wow.
You out of your fucking mind?
Gave a shot to the gut.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all you got?
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on.
Now he knows he's in for a fight.
Oh, you want to fight? You want to fight? Well, then come on, goddammit. You been fucking me since I'm gonna beat the shit out of your old ass in this motherfucker, too.
He's dancing around.
Yeah. You can punch people in their eyes, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
That all you got?
Yeah, you didn't think it was gonna be like that, right? And now I'm gonna blast your motherfucking teeth out.
Nigga, you hit like a
got?
bitch.
Swing and miss.
Oh, they be fun, ain't you, huh?
Swung and missed.
Yeah. I punch like a bitch, huh? Okay. I punch like a bitch? You'll say goodnight to this bitch right now.
Oh, he got him in the gut.
There's 3 shots.
Knocked him with an
Down.
uppercut.
He's down.
You gonna have to learn to respect me.
Ooh. He's gonna need
And the
plastic surgery
next
before-
time you accuse me of stealing, I'm gonna kick your ass again.
Hit her on the head with a trash can. Now he's throwing the trash can at her.
You crazy bitch!
Yuck. Uh-oh.
She's getting up.
Oh, you wanna hit people with garbage cans. Now I got to cut you.
Razor.
Put that razor away. I ain't playing no more. You put that fucking razor away, I'm gonna blow your goddamn pinky toe off.
Oh, now you're gonna shoot me in my pinky toe.
I'm not playing with you. I will blow that little black, gnarled, crusty, dead motherfucker the fuck off your foot. Now put the razor away.
You must be crazy to pull your gun on me.
You gonna be the 9-toe having this limping this bitch in Harlem. You don't stop fucking with me. Now put the razor away.
Well, go ahead. Shoot, here it is. There it is. Shoot, quick, go ahead. Take your best shot.
Pretty hard to hit a pinky toe.
Very hard. I can't even see it.
He did it.
He did it. Wow.
Yep.
Great scene.
Mark, you ever had that happen? You ever had to have a fight with a woman?
Actually, yeah.
It happened once?
At the boathouse in Drake, my partner, because my father had felonies, like I do now. My father used to always say to me, don't ever get a record. Don't ever get a record. All right, that's easier said than done. But anyway, be an animal, throw everybody out, but don't. Because when you have a club, you understand, like, if someone acts up and you throw them out, they can come back with a bunch of people. They always say they're gonna. I remember the first time they said, you're not gonna see the sunrise. And my dad had me with this guy, Rick Hanscom, that passed away. He was a Vietnam vet. And he was always there to watch my back. And I miss you, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, one time I did have to, Eddie Bishop was doing coke. The Goldschlager shit just came out. We had a ton of those Goldschlager shot glasses. He loved that shit. We had just left Club Odyssey in Lowell. This stripper, he brought, you know, he's giving her money to hang out with him. And she was a super bitch. So we closed the club and she wanted the jukebox on. And he's like, yeah, because he's fat, fucking ugly fuck with no balls. And, you know, he's like, oh, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, no, you can't put the jukebox on. I'm going to lose the license. We have to shut the jukebox off when we close.
Mm-hmm.
It's stated.
Mm-hmm.
The ABCC is a bunch of motherfuckers. Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't mess with your license. Yeah.
Do you know how bad those motherfuckers fucked with me because of my last name?
Mm-hmm.
every place I went. Fucking with me. Assholes. But anyways, so this is the exciting part. The place is pitch black, but the jukebox is all lit up. So when I turned it off, I couldn't see. And all of a sudden I got smacked across my face. Boom! So I just instinctively pushed my arms out, you know what I mean, to get the person that smacked me away from me. And, you know, she slid across the dance floor. And then got up and was like, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, Angel, you fucking twat, you know. Eddie, get the fuck out of here, too. He's like, this is my club. I go, get the fuck out of here with that stupid bitch. Throw him out, too. But that was a cool place. That's where we had to run in with the Hells Angels.
Oh,
and after
is that
the police came and I sent him away, the guy Hammer, the sergeant of arms, was like, I owe you one. We all would have went to jail. So that was crazy. That was like a roadhouse fight.
Oh,
the whole fucking bar was fighting.
Is that the place where your dad locked the doors and beat the guys up?
No, that was Facades in Revere where he got pinched by the whole alphabet.
Pinched by the alphabet.
It was a big task force. FBI, DEA, fucking state police, Revere police.
Yeah, it was
bullshit.
Everybody converged at one time.
You know Revere's a mafia city, right?
That's what we kind of thought, yeah.
All right, so Revere, my dad had his club already in Chelsea. He's already paying, right? He's already paying. So I can't really bring up names, but he's already paying. So he comes to Revere, and this fucking wise guy in Revere who did time with the boss was, you know, when they got out, the boss said, what do you want? He said, I want Revere. I said, okay. So he could collect in the whole city. He'd come in the Facades, and my father told him to go fuck himself. I'm already paying. I'm paying in Chelsea. It's right there. He was in my city. You're paying. And you know how he retaliated against my father? He sent all the inspectors in. What a tough guy, huh?
Okay. Well, at least he didn't burn the joint down.
Fucking. Please. My father, when I did so much stupid shit. We gotta write that book, Chab Dog.
Well, that's
Trust
why.
me. My dad's been gone for 16 years.
That's why you got to come down here.
Yeah, come out here so then we can.
We can
I'm
do
coming.
it.
I'm
We'll shop it
driving.
around.
I'm driving to Lincoln out.
We'll get our own Netflix deal.
I'm a good writer, Mark,
Yeah.
and you know I can make things. I can take a story
I
and
believe
turn it
in
into
you.
gold. And Eric's
And you got a Jewish last name, so you're perfect when we go up and try and peddle the script to Netflix.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Chabner.
They would-
doesn't really sound that Jewish.
I know some people don't
More
think
like
it is. but-
Chapman or
I know some people do though. I've had it
Fine, we'll
both.
put the Star David on the end of it then. We'll just,
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
whatever. My favorite Patriot, Jewish, Julian Edelman. And you know I ain't racist. So,
No.
whatever. If someone's, you know, someone wants to fight me, I'll fight him. So, whatever.
You're
I don't care what color
an
they are.
equal opportunity prick. Yes.
Yeah.
You hate everybody. But it's got nothing to do with their
Well,
race or religion.
I love Bill Belichick.
Yeah, understandably so.
Yeah.
Pedro Martinez. Brady took a big hit.
Yeah, that's a shame. No loyalty there at all, unfortunately. But oh well.
No, I respect him still. I do. But you know what? Would he have won 6 Super Bowls without Belichick? No. Would Belichick have won 6 Super Bowls without Brady? No. So
Both can be true.
you know.
Yeah,
But when
they
he went
needed
for
each
Cam
other.
Newton,
I think that's very
Right?
telling. Very telling, Mark, and I didn't know this until you mentioned it, that Cam Newton was named one of the captains. Because here's here, when you
Yeah.
think about it, like that's a really tight locker room. The Belichick way and how they got everybody, buying into it is very tight. So to have a guy come in from the outside, an older one at that as well, and not only and win the respect of the locker room, so much so that they say, yeah, if they're willing to nominate him to be a co-captain, then he must have totally bought into the system, and it's not the system he had in Carolina. In Carolina, he was the man, he was the god, he was the thing in Carolina.
Yeah,
and of course that's not the Patriot way. So we're going to see a new Cam Newton.
Oh, really? He's not going to be dressing up in those crazy outfits anymore?
Well, he's obviously not going to outshine the team, is he?
He's got awesome hats.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
He does a lot of those. He likes those hats, yeah.
Well, the babushka. Now he can have a matching mask.
He smokes cigars.
He can still be a dynamic quarterback, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with Brian there.
Yeah, Frank.
I need to be
have a good
convinced.
take on him. Frank had a bad feeling.
I have a bad feeling about him too.
No,
so
I'm okay. Well, you're with Frank. I disagree. I think he's going to do really
I've not
well.
been impressed with what I've seen.
Let's be honest. You hate the Patriots. Every Steelers fan hates the Patriots.
That's true.
I know I should like them, but I don't. I used to.
Why, Chab Dog?
Because they broke. They break the Steelers over their knees every time, except for the last time in the regular season.
Right. Remember when that fucking Hogan beat you guys for 3 touchdowns? You guys couldn't cover Hogan.
Yeah.
Chris Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
They forgot about him.
Cover him.
They didn't want it.
Another one of those white guys the Patriots employ and stick in the right place.
Mm-hmm. And at the right time, he just scored.
That was kind of racial right there, white guys.
Well, it's just the way it is. There's certain teams that like to have those fast white receivers, the kind of little
the
nimble
white guys. Aren't fast?
Well, it's nothing racist to go to discuss differences
Julian Edelman in the Super Bowl.
in physical, jumping ability, speed. There's a reason that most of the white players in the NFL are on the line, or quarterback, or the non-speed
Minnesota's
position.
Awesome. Thalen.
They're exceptions. Christian
I was
McCaffrey.
going to say certainly exceptions. Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey's a great
There's
player.
been a lot of fast white guys in baseball.
Yeah, but
what about Raymond Berry? He was pretty good.
Baseball's
Johnny Unitas. I met him when I was a kid in Raymond Berry, and he was coach of the Patriots. And then I went home, and I was watching NFL films, and I find out that he was in the NFL Hall of Fame, and Johnny Unitas' favorite target, all this stuff. And I'm like, next time I went back and met him, I was like, I didn't know all that stuff about you, I used to carry Andre Tippett's helmet, Vincent Brown's helmet and shoulder pads, stuff like that. Because when they sucked, there was nobody there. All the players knew me.
That's live.
Andre Tippett was sitting behind me. The great Hall of Fame linebacker, Andre Tippett. He's like a 5th degree black belt, was sitting behind me at a Bruins team. And I got a hit. My dad sent me with a guy that was, he was a hitman. So he didn't want to be on, he didn't want to, my dad couldn't leave the club. He couldn't fit in the seats anyway, so he didn't like going to the games. So he'd always send me with a bouncer or somebody, but he sent me with this. Anyways, he was a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, we go back to Facades and Revere. And after the game, he said to my father, Tommy, please, Mark's a great kid. I'll do anything. I'd rather whack 10 guys and take them to another game. My father's like, what did he do? He's like, they dropped the puck, he's out of the seat. Andre Tippett's telling him to sit down, he's telling him to shut up.
Oh,
I
you disobeyed
Can I have your autograph, right? He goes, no, I'm not signing an autograph. I says, cool. I'll be down in Smithfield, Rhode Island at Bryant College. I'll get your autograph then. Training camp.
Uh-huh.
And then he let me carry his helmet and shoulder pads, if you remember me from the Bruins game.
Mm.
He's like, I didn't even see 1 minute of the fucking game. He stood up the whole game. He didn't swear, though, but,
Mm-hmm.
But, we were on the, the scoreboard thing, and,
You got
guy
the
that
scoreboard?
said, I'm not saying his name, but he's like covering his face. You don't want to be high profile.
Well, not too high profile, but it sounds like you broke all the rules anyway, so.
Well, my dad used to send me to the Bruins usually with this guy, Bobby, right?
Uh-huh.
And one time we had front row behind the net against the Oilers, the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
And everybody at my school watched the game, and I got on TV. Me and Bobby and my cousins got on TV. But before the game, I was telling Gretzky, "You suck, Gretzky, you're a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You suck." And they had a hole for the guy with the camera, right, to stand there with the camera so he could film the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was yelling through that hole.
Mm-hmm.
And he backed up, he looked at me, and he shot the puck. You know, he wasn't trying to shoot it through the hole because I'm sure he probably could have.
He could have.
He shot it at me. He just wanted me to flinch, you know?
Yeah.
And I did, you know. And then he was laughing. And I was like, fuck you, the Bruins are going to kill you. Cam Newton should punch your fucking head in. You know?
And I bet you weren't the only guy in the stadium yelling that stuff at Gretzky either, were you?
I hope not.
No, not in
I
Boston.
can't hear what other people are saying when I'm yelling.
Yeah, that's true too. Say, I wanted to ask you about protests and stuff. Is there any of that going on recently, or in the last few months in Boston?
Didn't see, what happened in Boston?
No,
pretty good.
No, they don't really tell the news out here. What's happening? Were they
Okay,
vandalizing, looting?
The Black Lives Matter came to Boston. They all took the subway. They came through Revere, took the subway into Boston, and then they started smashing everyone's cars and looting stores. And then those it's all those Antifa people. It's not the people that are like protesting, right?
Yeah, it's not the
protesters. You know,
that's important to point out.
These people are like, Democrats. So
sure looks like it.
Well, they're trying so hard to get rid of Trump, you know. They're trying everything. But these Boston policemen abandoned their vehicles and let them smash their vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me? You got a gun, you got a taser, you got this, you got that.
Who's the
You
mayor?
leave your car?
Does
Not
the
me.
mayor control the police
They
department
should have
there?
made me a fucking cop.
Does the mayor control the police department there, like it does here in L.A.?
Well, yeah, you get to find say, I'm sure.
So
But
did the mayor tell the cops to
like,
stand
learn
down?
that.
Because otherwise Boston cops would beat the shit out of people who were being disrespectful, wouldn't they? Isn't that how it works there?
Well, if you remember when the Red Sox won the World Series in 2004, right?
Uh-huh.
They won the World Series. Me and my friend Jamie, he was on the show one time, James Majeski.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember him.
We took his car into Boston. That was when the girl got killed because they had those paintball gun things or what are those beanbag things. And they're supposed to not aim for the head. The girl was climbed up a light pole. And we shot the gun at her, the cop, and it went right in her eye.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. So it was like this thick blood on the ground.
Yeah.
It looked like paint. It didn't look like blood.
Yeah.
They threw her in the ambulance and they drove her off with her. And we looked down Lansdowne Street, which is the back of the Green Monster, okay?
Uh-huh.
So you can see the Green Monster, and then you see a line of cops with shields and these, like, 6-foot batons, and they're shoulder to shoulder coming down Lansdowne Street.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, said to Jamie, I'm like, your car's down there. We got to get through them.
Oh.
He's like, yeah. I said to the captain, I said, hey, what happened? He's like, nothing. You guys got to get out of here. I'm like, well, our car's down there on the other side of that line of cops coming up. He's like, go down there and tell him Captain so-and-so say you could go through. So while we're walking towards them, they're telling us, they're yelling at us, turn around, right? Turn around. And we get up to the line, and the cop that I was face-to-face with was my friend from the gym.
Oh, wow.
He's like, Mark, what the fuck are you doing? Turn around. You're going to get your ass kicked. I'm like, no, I'm not. Captain O'Leary said we can go through. Our car's down there. He's like, oh, yeah, let him through. He's my friend.
Okay.
Go right through. See you later. Took a picture with the Ted Williams statue. I think I smashed a couple things.
Mark.
Jamie said I
You
did all
smashed
this.
a couple of things. Come
He
on.
remembers more. I don't remember everything in my life. You know, people remember things differently. Like, they remember more stuff than I do. Like Jamie said, yelled at Brady. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm. And what about this? Are people, because Boston or Massachusetts is known as a big Democratic honking state. So is everybody there, saying that Breonna Taylor was completely innocent and Jacob Blake was completely innocent and what's his face was completely innocent? Sorry?
No. Well, the kid that got kneeled on.
Yeah.
Those people are idiots. Like, why would you kneel on the back of someone's neck, first of all? That should never be taught.
Yeah.
Ever. To anybody.
Yeah. I think he was
if I
on.
kneel on the back of someone's neck, it's going to go pop.
Yeah, it's George Floyd.
290 pounds, pop.
It's probably going to be shown in court that George Floyd died of an overdose of fentanyl, and those cops are going to walk, but they still shouldn't have had his knee. If they get charged for anything, just that one guy for maybe a misdemeanor.
Yeah, but that cop and him had history.
Yeah, they're both bouncers. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was nothing.
They worked at the same place.
That was
didn't they?
personal.
Yeah, this was nothing racist at all. There was nothing racial about this whatsoever.
But this last one, did you see the footage of this last guy?
Well, the guy getting shot in the back?
Shot 7 times in the back?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
You saw it? They had like 6 cops hitting him with batons, trying to calm him down. They tased him. He pulled it off.
They tased him twice.
All the cops.
Yeah.
What was he?
Right? So what were they supposed to do?
What was he? What do you think he was on? Was he on some kind of drug?
He must have been on some.
CP dust, definitely angel dust, something like that.
Yep.
And when the guys get that
they
like
were
that,
hitting him in the head with the baton. He wasn't even feeling it.
yeah, he wasn't doing anything. Wasn't stopping him at all, right?
He was a huge guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob Blake.
He was punching the shit out of those cops.
Well, Eric said
I
that
enjoyed that.
the police report was pretty clear that he had gone over to his ex-girlfriend's house in
violation of a restraining order.
Yeah, and then
walked in there,
you can tell.
digitally penetrates her, which counts for rape. He stuck his fingers in her, pulled them out, sniffed them. Oh, I know, really classy guy. Sniffs them, says, "You smell like you've been with other men." Then he proceeds to beat her. Then he proceeds to take the 3 children, kidnaps the 3 children, puts them in the car, and that's when the police show up. Then the police, they try and tase him twice, hit him. The guy's obviously on drugs. He's out of control. And then he motions to the kidnapped children and goes to the car. Yeah, I would have put 14 bullets if I had a bigger clip in that asshole's back. Fuck him. He's a criminal.
He was going for his gun. He had a knife and a gun under his front seat.
Mm-hmm.
And what evidence does anybody have that this was racially motivated? I mean, it was just a police incident.
It's a police incident against a very bad criminal who already had a record.
They could not take that guy down. They needed bigger cops.
Yeah.
That's why I said women shouldn't be cops. I don't give a fuck. Not a job for women. And you know what? The state police in Massachusetts used to have to be 6'2".
Mm-hmm. Well, except that gal we watched in Harlem Nights. She could be a cop.
Yeah, Vera could be a cop.
Put it this way. When I used to get pinched, they'd be, I have this, so-and-so. I'd say, yeah, you ain't bringing me in. When we get there, they're going to have like 5 cops out there when they open this back door. And Lynn, they had some cop. He was like 6'8".
Yeah.
I go, oh, yeah. Yeah, they got you to calm me down, huh? Fucking Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Brian, Mark is a large individual. He's
not 6'8", though.
You're not 6'8". You're more like 6'1", right? 6 foot.
I'm 6 feet.
And and you're let's just I'll say that you have a substantial mass there.
Generous.
And
290.
Not easy to take control. Mark. He's
when he doesn't want to be controlled.
He's willing to take on like 10 guys and not flinch, right?
Yeah. 3 Lynn cops jumped on it. The guy pulled the gun out on me because I called his sister a bitch. And he got mad because the captain yelled at him.
Yep.
It was my birthday, so it was a good night to get shot in the head. And,
well, at least you missed the bullet.
Nothing happens to these people. They beat the fuck out of me. No one cared.
Yeah. Yeah, police brutality.
It was like 800 pounds jumped on my back.
Police misconduct is something for all races.
At me.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing to do with blacks. They've been bad to all of us for a while. We need to, and then hopefully this is going to get fixed in that.
This asshole stepped on my face with his boot, right? My cheek. and then put the gun right up to my head.
Mm-hmm.
I said, go ahead and shoot me, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, because he knew he can't.
I didn't know that. I didn't give a fuck.
Well,
how about the Breonna Taylor update?
What's that?
How about
That's
the
why
Breonna
they didn't
Taylor
put any
update?
charges on me.
Mm-hmm. And then never
They
will
didn't
be.
want me to, you know.
No charges on you. They won't charge the officers who took down Breonna Taylor either.
Oh.
They PC'd, they put me in protective custody, no bail. They wanted me to cool down. It was hilarious because we had softball that night. I had on my brand new softball shorts, and they wanted to cut the string off so you don't hang yourself. I says, no. You ain't cutting that string. I took my shorts off, gave them the top. I went in the cell in my boxes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're gonna cut your new shorts. No
I
way.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You don't want to pull a Jeffrey Epstein on him, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get to play many other clips, did we? We have some Sanford and Son we could play.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Why don't you play one of those? Play one of the shorter ones.
Hey, Brian, I got a new nickname for you. You're like Mellow Yellow.
That one's
You know what I mean? I've been giving everyone nicknames.
The TV one.
Mellow Yellow.
Yeah.
Mellow
Yeah,
Yellow.
it really cool. I drive Brian crazy.
This is when Lamont thought he had TB.
Oh, yeah. It's coughing away. Here comes Fred Sanford.
Fred Sanford walks out with a mask on.
That's very contemporary.
Yeah. Looks like a lot of the people I see in my
Why don't you
neighborhood.
take that thing off? Take off that stupid mask.
Well, I'm just trying to protect myself.
Ridiculous.
Sitting down trying to have breakfast.
Say, what is this?
What's what?
This tape on the knife and the fork.
Oh, I didn't want to get them mixed up. So I label all your stuff. All the stuff you eat with got a label on it. See, I put on labels on everything. See, F is for Fred, and yours is marked C.
C?
Yeah, contaminated.
You want me to go sleep in the yard in the back of the truck?
I don't think we have a cord long enough on the heater so that you can...
Sit down with you, Pop. What are you trying to do to me? You know I'm sick, and you come out here with your surgical mask and put the tape on the knife on the fork and the spoon, and you know I can't
You
get
said
nothing
yourself
wrong.
you needed your rest. Now stop getting excited. Sit down and relax.
I guess you're right. I'm not supposed to tire myself out. Hey, Pop. Do my cheeks look flushed? Huh? Do my cheeks look flushed?
It's hard to tell. You know you got your mother's skin. But you look all right to me. And you gonna get dressed and going out to work?
Go to work? Pop, I got TB. I can't go to work. I'm sick.
Well, I thought the fresh air might do you some good.
You thought you'd get me out of here so you could have this house fumigated.
How much do they charge?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to work, because I got to go down to the hospital to get my new x-rays. Just want to get this house fumigated. Go to work, and I'm sick with TB. Say, Pop.
Wow, he's wearing a blazer and what the heck?
Would you put this in the safe for me?
What is it?
It's my will.
What you gonna have a will made for? You said yourself, they cure that stuff in a few days now, real fast.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I gotta be going. I gotta be to the hospital in an hour. I got my shaving stuff and my pajamas in here. I suppose they'll take me right to the sanitarium. So long, Pop.
Well, so long, son. And I come to visit you if it ain't too far.
That'd be real nice, Pop.
He coughs in his hand.
Seems like shaking now.
Well, adios,
There we
old
go.
fella.
Oh, he's shaking anyway.
Shaking anyway. Now he's looking at his hand.
Can't blame him.
I know. That was really in bad taste.
All right, we'll kill it there.
And then he sprays the place.
Oh yeah, he sprays the place. But that was
Yeah.
the sight gag. There, we got it.
Yep. Well, what are we up to? Is it 11 o'clock already?
No, we are. It's 11 o'clock already. We do.
Yeah, I don't
Joe
know,
Biden.
man. I don't
Where's
know a
the-
lot about this stuff.
Where's the time gone? We didn't even get to play our clip here for.
The price for whatever the drug costs are. Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole.
We have to play
out
Trump
of $1.6
next
trillion worth, $1.4 trillion
Equal time.
worth. Out of $1.4 trillion. It's hard to even say it. It's so much. And by the way, it's cost a lot of money. It cost about $740 billion over 10 years. Every single
billion.
college.
The next
in
president of the
college,
United States.
Increasing
That's a
number
lot
of
of
6
money.
to 9 million people.
If we're
You
lucky.
like your employer-based policy, you can keep that policy.
If you agree with me, go to Joe 30330 and help me in this fight.
Text Joe, not go to.
Pick up your phones. Pick up your phone. Now.
Now.
Send a text to the word United to the number 30330. 30.
How many O's are there?
Or 303-330. 300. Wait. You got it. It's on the back there.
Now he's feeling the pressure of an economy that's teetering on a recession. To say that LGBTQT people have no...
Did he say that right?
What
and
the fuck
immediately
is
changed
that?
the law in the state of Delaware protecting
I don't know what the
transgender
right
people.
one is either.
I know. I
took on,
think that's impressive
Putin
if you got
in
that
terms
right.
Of, Iraq. I mean, excuse me, in
That
terms
was right.
of what was going on in Ukraine. My long time friend, and she's a friend. She's been my friend in and out of public
Friend?
life. It will cost 1/30. 1/30. Costs a lot of money. Almost $740 billion to do what I want to do over 10 years. Not $30 trillion. Not $30 trillion. Among many qualified people, I'm the best qualified person for this job.
And the reason is not just to help people who have or in fact are and likely to get Alzheimer's.
Because think of what's been adopted. Milton Friedman's notion that the only obligation... But that all changed with our Republican friends in the late 80s when they adopted Milton Friedman's notion that the only obligation... We find
Milton
ourselves in a
Friedman.
position where you're in a circumstance where we've adopted Milton Friedman's notion, the
I
conservative
met President
economist.
Trump.
Now, if
Okay,
in
you want
fact
to kill
you
this?
are in a position...
This goes on for 17
Yeah,
minutes.
we
We
got
don't-
enough of that. So I just want to get some in. Get
I
some
shook his
We'll ha-
hand.
We'll have to give Donald Trump equal time next week for Brian's sake,
He
okay?
signs his name awesome.
Yeah.
Just have to give him some more drugs and
Yeah.
wind him up.
Oh, come on. JFK was on freaking mad opiates. And he banged Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
Give me a
JFK
break.
was cooler.
JFK had back problems, I heard.
He took
He
better
just shouldn't
drugs.
have fucked with the mafia. You know what I mean? They were the ones that put him there.
Yeah, that's Sam Giancana, friends.
Father was a bootlegger,
hmm
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Joe made a lot of money running booze,
They
right?
got him elected in Chicago. They won him the state of Illinois, which would have gone for Nixon.
Yeah. A lot of dead people voted in
You
Illinois,
like
right?
this, Eric?
Mhm.
There's a Kennedy running.
Oh, the
for,
Kennedy, he lost.
You know, Massachusetts.
To Markey. Markey beat him.
For Markey.
Yeah. Markey
Oh,
Mark.
Markey beat him, that moron from Malden.
Yeah, AOC likes him.
AOC was supporting him.
She's got a
pushing
daddy
him.
Always
complex.
pick stupid people.
She has a daddy complex.
Remember we had Deval Patrick? I was driving
Oh,
the
yeah,
cab by
Deval Patrick. I remember
the state
him.
Capitol.
Yeah.
I mean, by the, you know, the fucking Capitol.
Well, Mark,
The Gold Dome.
Brian,
I got a million
actually,
stories, sorry.
Brian has some follows basketball some, so I wanted to hear what he thought before we go about the NBA. Who do you
Sure.
like? Who do you like in the finals, Brian?
I'd like to see the Lakers and the Celtics.
Well, what a,
I don't know. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
But Celtics not looking like it's going to happen.
And the
I'll
Lakers,
stick with the Lakers.
the Lakers have to prove something because they got taken to task by Houston in the first game. I know people think that's a fluke, but Houston's kind of tough.
Yeah, I'll agree. I mean, they are tough, and it's no given. But
They score.
that's who I'm sticking with the Lakers.
Okay. I know Mark's got the Celtics, right? Celtics all the way, baby.
It's like fucking Gordon Hayward got hurt again.
Yeah, that guy's got to get his act together.
Just
and
get rid
get-
of that fucking guy. Seriously.
What-
Got rid of Kyrie Irving. The team got better. Kemba Walker's better.
They paid Gordon Hayward a lot of money to be hurt.
Get him the fuck out of here, Scott.
He's one of those guys that can't stay healthy. I don't like
Kemba
that.
Walker needs more time. He's on the bench because they got, they got to play Hayward. They don't need him. They
Well,
got Jaylen Brown. They got Tatum.
yeah,
They got Smart. They got plenty of players.
yeah.
And
Let me jump in. I got
Toronto.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
I got the Sports Rock Facebook page, my group there. Our pigskin pick'em for the season's kicked off.
Yeah.
First game's Thursday. We got four games up for grabs. You just pick the winner. At the end of the season, you got a prize.
Oh. Okay.
That's on now.
I got to do that. I'm going to do my picks tonight or tomorrow. Eric, you got to do your picks. Mark, you should join that and do your picks.
Sports Rock, I think I did join it. Can you guys invite me?
Yeah, I think we invited you. Yeah, of course.
I said yeah. I always say yeah.
I always put my posts up there. So check out Brian's Facebook page,
Rock.
Sports Rock.
Put a tag on him on the page, and it might get his attention. Yeah.
It's a great site. And all right, well, speaking of rock, we're going to end with something you'll probably like, Mark. You like Kiss, I hope?
Of course.
Yeah, we got
Gene Simmons.
yeah,
Come
we
on, you love the group.
got some Deuce here. You ever heard this song? Deuce off of I think it's the first Kiss album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a good song. Nice guitar work on this. Everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you next week. All right.
You as well, Mark.
Thanks for calling in, Mark. Thank you, Tank from Sports Encyclopedia. Thank you, Brian from Sports Rock, and of course, Well Read Productions for the great production work on this show. And we'll be back next week with more football news. All right, go Steelers.